All right, welcome back to Just Spittin Podcast today. We're with the one and only Zaddyzacksrevenge. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm good as hell, bro. It's been a crazy day, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you finally able to make it, dude.
This has been meaning to happen for a minute. I'm glad I'm here too, bro.
Hey, who'd you bring with you today?
This is my boy Brian. He an upcoming artist from Memphis. He got some shit coming on. Crazy painter, bro. Just wait until y'all see what he got. He crazy with it.
So you make music as well?
Oh, no, I don't
You're just like an artist.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
my bad.
You know,
I got you.
He's a painter too. That's like his main thing, I think, at the moment.
So how'd you get into that? Was that just like from childhood?
No, I just started and just found out like I was doing good, I guess.
I got you. So hey, everybody knows you for being a fashion model.
Yes, sir.
When did you first get into that, or like taking it to the next level? You know what I'm saying?
I think it all started back in 9th grade. That's when I first made like my fashion Instagram. But it wasn't like me who was featured on it. It was other people's outfits, like Ian Connor and all of them.
Okay.
But then like someone told me I should give it a try, basically. So that's when I started. And then I was posting fit pics, but they were ugly. But people were still they were still messing with it. So I just got better. And then like I think 10th grade is when I started taking it seriously. So I just was posting like more consistently, just more stuff. And then 11th grade, that's when I got the H&M shout out, and that's just when I went crazy with it. So ever
How'd
since,
you get that one?
bro, I tagged them on my pictures. Like I used to always shop at H&M, like that's where I was getting all my clothes. So I tagged them, and then they noticed me. They commented me. They put me on the website and everything. So after that, it just took off.
So that was like the first like major time you were noticed by somebody?
Yeah, like a major company.
So, yeah.
And I've just been going up ever since.
So who's been like your favorite person like you've worked with, or like brand you've worked with?
Let me think. Man, there's been a few. Honestly, the local brands.
The local ones?
The local brands. They're definitely like, it's a more personal connection when you work with local people. And then they're just cool. And it's like, it's in our city right now happening in front of us. So I think the local brands definitely, bro.
Who have you worked with locally?
Man. It's a list. It's a list.
I was checking out your Instagram. I was
It's a list.
If I made this list and start naming off, we're going to be here a little minute.
It's a list. But I can tell you I got some stuff coming up right now.
Okay.
Higher Fashion, I got some stuff with him. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. You know, Armani, Darkest Paradise, I got some stuff with him coming up. I'm waiting on that. I'm trying to get some with Kobe set up, Living Too Fast. I'm trying to get that set up. It's going to be crazy.
Darkest Paradise has had a good little drop. You saw that one?
Exactly. Have you seen the new stuff?
The Mickey Mouse one?
Yes, yes.
That one's like pretty cryptic. I like that one.
That's what I'm saying. I need to get on that right now.
I like how he's doing the mystery box idea.
Me too. Like, I haven't seen anyone else in Memphis do that. He's the first I've seen.
I thought that was like some national thing at first, like Steph or something dropping a mystery box. I was like, okay, man.
But that's cool as hell. Like, it's just cool. I'm messing with him. He's turned.
So how did y'all two first meet?
Man, where did we very first meet at?
I think it was like 8th grade. I remember, I thought you were fucking Mariko.
He used to be real quiet too. Like, he wasn't always a talker. And I don't know, I was a lot different back then. I wasn't really that cool, but I don't know. But we got real close, like
10th grade.
Yeah, 10th grade. It was a neighborhood group of us. We just go out and do bad shit, just have fun, you know.
You had a little neighborhood clique out there?
Yeah, neighborhood clique. So yeah, but we're still running, even though we've graduated and everything. But we're still doing a little neighborhood thing. It's just evolved from there.
I got you.
Yeah.
So were you gonna try to take your stuff to like the next level, just to like not just be? I'm not saying you are, but you know what I'm saying, not just to be like a model, but like take it to the next level and be like, oh, that guy right there.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I've started vlogging. I'm not consistent right now though, but I would just want to keep going up. Like, I want to do everything that I can do, because I'm also an artist, like not musically, but like I can draw and stuff like that. But I want to get into everything. But it's just, I gotta focus on like one thing at a time though. So I just gotta balance everything. So, but yeah, I definitely got some more vlogs coming. But the 3 we've had, they're doing pretty good so far.
I'm gonna say I checked out a few of your vlogs.
Oh man.
So when did you decide to like finally I'm gonna start recording myself hanging out with friends? Because you were already doing like some stupid stuff with all your friends. Yeah. Everybody does stupid stuff with all their guys.
Well, it started all the way back in 2011. That's when I made my first YouTube. But I was young as hell. Yeah. It was just me and my friend Kobe. Like we jump off of shit, just record, make animations. But then I stopped for whatever reason. I stopped like in 2014. But this year I started watching a bunch of David Dobrik vlogs, and that just put me in the mood to.
Yo, I can do this.
Yeah, like basically, like I can do this. If he can do it, I can. But you know, it's harder than you think, honestly. Like sometimes we can't get everyone together. Sometimes the ideas aren't consistent. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. But you know, I'm gonna get back on that definitely.
What's been your favorite thing you've done in one of your vlogs? If you just had to like take like one clip and show somebody.
Probably him and my friend chasing each other around the house, slipping and falling. That was that was hilarious. And then did you throw the water? You threw the water, right? Yeah, he threw a cup of water in my friend's face. That was funny. Oh, he also jumped off. He jumped out of the window.
Why you jump out the window, man?
Oh God.
I think it was just because, honestly.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that. So yeah.
So what made it like the fashion be the direction for you, like instead of just like pursuing like a different outlet as somebody else would? You know what I'm saying? Like other people have like the music. You're like saying like he paints. Yeah. What made you go be the fashion guy?
I've always loved fashion, and then in Millington, no one else really cares about fashion. I feel like, but me, I always care, and I got other people into caring about fashion, and I knew that was like. This is definitely for me. Like, I gotta keep doing this. Because I know I'll get somewhere eventually. Yeah. So, yeah. I love fashion, bro.
What would you describe, like, Millington's fashion scene? Or where you're from?
Shit. It's like, Millington's weird. It's either you're really country in Millington or you're ghetto. But not like real ghetto. It's like fake ghetto.
I got you.
I'm trying to think of an example. I really can't. But it's not good, though. It's not good. I'll tell you that. But there is a few people in Millington who can dress, though. Don't get me wrong.
You can't have everybody hating on you on that saying Millington can't dress. Dude, so when did you first get involved like with other artists and like being with like artists at shows and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Because you're always there like, you know, hyping up people all the time.
I think it started. Well, it first started when I saw Elijah G88. I was at one of his concerts.
Okay.
I think it was Hanya Ween actually. So it was Cold Litter Chaos, you know him.
Yeah.
No, I think it was the I Don't Know Jeffrey one.
It was? Okay, then it started there. And I was like, hey, these dudes are turned.
Yeah.
So I just started coming out to all their shows. But me and Elijah ended up getting close. So ever since, I've just been coming to all his shows. But then, like, I discovered more of them. Broke Boy 6, Slump, all of them. So I just started going to their shows, and I'd turn up with them.
So you didn't know any of them before? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you good. I didn't. I'm still meeting people, honestly. Yeah. Like, these people come out of nowhere. But I'm messing with it. Like, they're all creative as hell. Got their own style.
I'll say, I saw you went on that out-of-town trip with them.
Oh, yeah, we went to Houston. Honey had a show out there. It was crazy. Man, it was crazy. We had, like, because I've never been to Texas or anything, but they were moshing out there. Like, the energy was crazy out there.
Is it different than, like, a Memphis show?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's different energy in Houston. Like, no one's really that hostile there. Because, you know, in Memphis, if you try to mosh at the wrong place, you might start something.
You push the wrong dude on
That's
the mosh
what I'm saying.
Not trying to mosh at that
time. But everybody was ready to mosh there. A few fists got thrown, but it was no fighting. It was just like moshing, straight moshing. But yeah, I got to go back to Houston ASAP.
What's been your favorite show you've been to?
Favorite show? Man, I don't know. It's been so many good ones.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. It might be Hanya Ween. Like, that show was crazy, honestly.
Just talking about the last year one?
Yeah, the last year one. That was crazy. And it was a good place, too.
Where'd you throw it at?
It was somewhere on Bill Street. What's it? New Daisy Theater.
Yeah.
It was live.
Yeah.
And then the performances, they were crazy. And just the crowd. Even Hannibal Buress showed up.
Like, that's that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really random. I saw that on Twitter.
It was random as hell.
Like the next day, I was like, okay.
But yeah, that's probably my favorite show.
So would you say, like, now you're, like, well, my bad.
You good?
How does that work for, like, a fashion, like, person like you who does modeling? How does that work with trying to get collaborations with other brands, like, where you want to work with them?
Well, sometimes people reach out to me, but a lot of times if I just see, like, a piece of their clothing or anything like that I like, I'll reach out to them. I'll DM them, call them, something, and we'll just get something working. Like either they'll give me some promotion, you know, something free, or I'll just pay for it. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And like I'll get a photographer, we'll set something up. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like probably for the last year, I think I've just been doing that. I'm just trying to get like more on it.
Your photos became a long way. I was looking through your Instagram like years ago.
Yes, I used to have I had a Nikon. My friends used to take my pictures, but we didn't know how to work anything. But then I think it was, Six. He has the creators meetup. I think that's where I started finding photographers. And one of my friends, he started photography like maybe 2 years ago, and he's taken a lot of my pictures. Prod Wolf.
That's cool. Oh,
you seen this picture? Yeah. He was my photographer for a little bit. We got some stuff coming too. But yeah, I've just been finding photographers now, honestly.
What are you doing besides fashion? What else? If you take that out of Zach, what else is there for Zach?
I don't know. It's like my main thing, but it'd have to be art, because that's what I used to want to be, and acting too. But acting is like, it's a lot harder than fashion, a lot harder, because it's like it takes so much out of you, and it's time consuming too. And then it's like it's hard finding roles too, especially in Memphis. Like,
do you do like theater or anything like that, or like how's that?
Nah, I can't do theater. Well, I mean, maybe one day, but as of right now, no. Just because, like, how you have to memorize the lines, I can't do that.
Yeah, you just can't have that. It's
nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. But maybe one day.
So have you done any, like, acting before, or is that just, like, a goal you want?
I have. Okay. Me and the Wasted Boys, we got a series going on right now. And I was on Bluff City Law. I haven't even seen where I was.
Bluff City Law?
Yeah.
What?
I was just a little extra. I was a pedestrian. I was walking and talking. But I met the two main people from there. I just haven't even seen where I'm at on the show, though, because I don't actually care enough to watch it. But I was on there. It was cool. I got paid a little bit. So, yeah. Did
it let you, like, pick whatever you wanted to wear? Or did you have to, like, wear a certain thing?
No, I had a stylist and everything. It was cool. Like, she helped me. She gave me a whole outfit just to wear.
That's cool. I was wondering, like, if you were about to come in with, like, just your complete, like, fashion sense and everybody else just in, like... You know what I'm saying? Boring, lame, so like you can just pick you out easily out
They gave me an outfit. It was really instructive. Like, they told me how to do everything, like how to walk, how to talk, motions, yeah. But it was cool. We had dinner that night. They fed us. It was a crazy experience, though. It was a 12-hour thing also, like all day, just for probably like maybe 5 seconds on the camera, maybe like 10, something like that.
So is that definitely something you would do again?
Yes, definitely. But it's hard finding roles in Memphis like that, because it's just hard.
Memphis doesn't seem to have like that big of like the acting.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Or just like the production type thing, if that makes sense.
Because Bluff City Law is the first thing I've seen us do in a minute.
Yeah.
Because other than that, I can't think of anything besides like Indie Film Memphis or whatever it's called. There was a bunch of short films there, but that's not on the same level as Bluff City Law.
Yeah, it's like different than a TV show that's like
it's published on NBC. But other than that, I can't think of anything, honestly.
So what do y'all like to do together whenever y'all are hanging out? What's a normal day looking like?
Oh, my gosh. Honestly, what you would see in the vlogs, but like toned down a little bit. But we can get pretty wild.
Okay.
It'll be like probably 4 of us. We'll just go to someone's house, just do some random shit. But we like going out too. Like, I don't know. We got to find something to do always. So yeah, it's typically me and him, and we'll just bring someone with us. That's typically a weekend for us.
Well, what was your first job?
I haven't even had a job yet, bro.
Oh, flexing. All right.
Yeah, you know.
You ain't get no job out here?
Nah. But, I might get a part-time just until January. Just to get some shit going, some investing money, something like that. Because all the money I've made so far has been from promotions, photo shoots, and acting. But it's hard. It's really hard. But, I'm still surviving. And I'm fine.
Is there like a line with like how much you're willing to post? Because I know like if you just kept like, I don't know if you can keep promoting like every day.
Yeah,
like
that's what
people like
I feel like people won't care anymore if I post that much. But at the same time, I think I started posting a lot like last month, and my impressions on Instagram, they jumped up to almost 30,000 and that was just in 1 week. But I ran out of content to post,
I got you.
I don't know, but in the future, I'm gonna try that. Just posting every day, just to see what happens. They either,
see how
like,
many impressions you get.
yeah, and then see if like will it die out?
Yeah.
Will people get tired of it, or will people just hype me up more?
I got you.
Because right now I'm posting like maybe every 10 days, 7 days, something like that. But I feel like it's just not enough, so I'm just gonna experiment.
I got you. What's your family and friends think like your career choice?
They don't like it.
They don't like it?
my friends fuck with it, but my family, they don't think it's like a real job.
Oh, I got you.
But that's just one of the struggles that comes with it. Like,
They don't see the behind the scenes work you're putting
they
in.
don't. Because this shit is not easy, bro. It's not easy.
What would you say is like probably like the most difficult thing about it that like people don't really understand?
People taking you seriously. Because a lot of people just think modeling isn't a real job, shit like that, you know. They just like think fashion shit is just for pictures.
Yeah.
People think I'm like a clout chasing shit like that. Like, no, I'm none of that
Yeah.
shit. I'm just me, bro.
It seems like you're willing to go out and do the work. Like when I asked you about like all the different
Yes.
brands, you're willing to like call them and contact them
Yes.
instead of just like sitting back waiting for it to come to you.
That's what I'm saying. I take every opportunity I honestly can get. That's just what I think is smart for me right now.
What's been like the biggest brand you say you've worked with?
There's been a few. Manic Panic, they make like hair dye. It's basically everywhere. Any store you go to, it's in there.
Okay.
H&M, Fashion Over Men. That was actually the most recent one I've worked with.
Fashion Over
Alpha
Men?
Industries, Kappa,
Yeah.
them, who else? The list goes on, man. I can't even think of all the names right now. But I want to keep going like bigger.
Do you have like any like desired ones that are like on your list? Like you're just waiting to check them off?
City Gear and Nike.
Okay.
I don't even wear Nike like that, but that's just cool as hell to be noticed or even posted by Nike or City Gear. Like that's just cool as hell. So
Those are some of your like main ones you're looking for?
Yeah.
I got you.
But that's gonna take some work getting up there. But I can do it though. I can do all this shit. So yeah.
So what else do you like to do for fun? Do you play like any games?
I just started playing video games actually. Like back in the day, I had the first Xbox and I had a Wii, but that's a long time ago.
The Wii? Dude,
Yeah.
I remember the Wii Sports out there.
Yeah, I was a wrestling type of guy though. I had all the wrestling games. And I had SpongeBob games. I had weird shit. But I've been borrowing my friend's PS4. I played what did I play? I played Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human.
All the good PS4 exclusive ones, bro?
All the exclusive shit. And The Last of Us. That's what I've been playing right now.
Bro, I'm on Xbox, so I don't get none of those like PS4
for real?
ones. Yeah, it's always about to make me like convert over to the other one, dude. They got so many over there.
Does Xbox have like exclusive games?
Bro, they had like Halo like years ago.
Oh, Halo?
That was like a while back.
I played the
So
first
stuff-
Halo on Xbox, but that's about it.
So what else you like to do for fun?
Skate, I guess. Really nothing. We listen to music and stuff.
What? Who's some of your favorite artists?
Like
Like you say, you like listen to music. Who's like your go-to guys?
Xavier Wolf, Tyler the Creator. Really everybody. Like anybody I could just listen to for a long time,
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
I feel that.
One of those guys you're not having to like skip through all the songs.
Yeah.
Just to follow. I got you.
Yeah.
What type of style do you paint? Or what's your like? What do you paint? Pretty much.
I'm really starting like everything. Like at first I started Dragon Ball Z, like cartoon type stuff. And my most recent was Freddie Mercury.
Okay. So you're definitely stepping it up, huh? So you see yourself getting better over time? Like from like your first word, you can tell the improvement?
Yeah.
I got you. Zach, what type of movies you be watching, bro?
Bruh. I watch so many movies. I don't even know what I'm watching sometimes. But I know my favorite movie is The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight?
That's my all-time favorite movie.
Is that your favorite Batman?
Yes. The best Batman. The best Joker. Hands down. No argument.
Did you see the new Joker?
I
Like
haven't
the
yet. I haven't yet. But I might change my mind about the best Joker. I don't know though.
You need to go see it.
I'm definitely gonna watch that. But I don't know. My taste in movies is weird. Like it just depends on how I'm feeling. I'm either watching like some scary shit, some superheroes. Sometimes I even watch like romantic comedies. It just depends.
Out here
bro.
watching rom-coms.
I watch all of it, bro. But when I was growing up, I was still the same. I just watched whatever came on the TV, honestly. Like, I was just watching shit. But I think growing up, my favorite movies were Silence of the Lamb. Like, those movies were crazy to me. The Hannibal Lecter and all that shit. And how they turned into a TV show. All that was crazy to me growing up. It was scary, though, but it was cool. Super Bad. That used to be my shit. Yeah. Pineapple Express, all of that.
Dude, them movies, dude, it took me so long to finally see that. I already heard everybody talking about it. I thought, I gotta sit down and actually see what the references are all for.
And Forrest Gump. I really like Forrest Gump. I've watched it probably like 30 times. I don't know why. I just like it. It's just classic.
You said you were looking at the part-time job. What you thinking about getting it?
Retail. Somewhere with clothes. But I don't want to do it. I just think it's good for me, though. Like, to work somewhere that has good fashion. I just don't know where yet, but I'm definitely going to do that. Just until January, though. No longer than that.
Just until January?
Yes, sir.
So what plans you got under the wraps that you can unveil a little bit? Or any future plans you got going on?
Well, I can tell you that I was in a Big Boogie video shoot. It's dropping real soon. It's going to go crazy. What else? It's like, I probably got like 5+ photo shoots going on. Just whenever I can get them set up, those are going to go hard. I already know. It's mostly with local brands, too.
So is it like you got the items already, you're just waiting for like the photographer?
Sometimes. It just depends on it. Like, sometimes I get the clothes first, but I don't have the photographer ready.
Oh, I got you.
And sometimes, like, I don't have either, but I just have the idea in my head. I just don't know how to go about it. But right now, it's kind of in the mixture of both.
What goes into making your photo shoots like special? Because you like have some pretty cool like ones. Like I remember you have one with like the mirror picture. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. It kind of depends on the photographer. Like when I'm working with my main photographer, KB Voss, he puts input into it. So like he helps me. Like he tells me, hey, you should do this, or hey, you should do that. And then I'll just listen to him, and I'll say something too. And it's like a collab basically.
Okay.
And with some photographers, they don't help as much, but you know.
It's just kind of more like, take it.
Yeah, basically. But then it's me, so we just do whatever, basically.
So are you like editing the photos after they send them to you, like to like what you're specific?
Typically
or you just send them, like you tell them exactly what you want? Yeah,
sometimes the photographers have their own setup of a certain style, so I'll respect that and I won't edit it. Maybe like black and white or something, but I try to avoid that. Because I feel like it's a little disrespectful, you know?
I got you. Yeah, like they put the work in.
Yeah, they go out that far just to edit the picture, spending hours about that. And that was my problem when I was doing photography. I didn't know, like, how much time photographers put into editing their stuff. I was just taking pictures and sending them out raw. But I didn't know any better, though. But now I've learned being around photographers and stuff.
So when did you start photography?
I was doing that in 9th and 10th grade.
So that was sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you good.
So it's like before the fashion?
It was kind of like at the same time. Okay. That's when I got into both. But I hate photography now. Like I hate it. I couldn't do it. I don't want to be behind the camera. But back then it was cool. Like but I was basic though. Like I was taking pictures of the sky and trees.
I got you.
People and shit. It just wasn't for me.
You like the road out there with everybody walking?
Yeah, like railroads and shit. But yeah, I dropped that pretty soon. But I still have the camera. So it may be put to use somehow. Maybe for some vlogs or something. But I don't see myself going back to photography.
Did you just not like taking the photos, or you'd rather be in front of the camera?
I'd rather be in front. That's exactly what it is. Because, I mean, I don't have a problem with taking pictures. But I just rather be in front.
I got you. So if you're going to be spending all your time.
Yeah, it's no point to me.
I feel you. So what else were you doing? Wait, sorry, I lost my train of thought right there.
Oh, you good.
Whenever we mess up something like this, I just go back through and like edit a little clip out or anything like that.
You good.
Is there anything like you wanted me to like bring up? Feel like you wanted to talk about?
Let me think. Man, it's a bunch of shit we can talk about. It's a bunch of shit. Oh, I guess music. Because my music taste is crazy. Like, bro, I listen to everything. But, because, like, I don't know. I was a weird kid growing up. Because I didn't like what my mama listened to. She listened to Beyonce and Rihanna and some gospel music. I wasn't with that. So, I think the first artists I had were on my Xbox. Because I didn't have a phone or anything. But on the first Xbox. Did you have the first Xbox? Remember how you could like download music from games? I had that.
Bro, the original Xbox was better than 360 in some aspects. I'm so sorry.
Yes, just like that was so cool to me. So I had Johnny Cash and Van Halen. Those are the first two artists I had. But then I grew out of that and I started listening to like some emo shit. Like I thought I was a little badass. That was like 7th grade. I started listening to Bring Me the Horizon, Asking Alexandria, Pierce the Veil, My Chemical Romance, all of that shit. And then like I think the next year, 8th grade, that's when I branched out back into rap. But I was finding like rap I like ASAP Rocky. That's when he was popping for real.
So that's like he was like just popping out like in there?
Yeah, and all of them, Tyler the Creator. And then like, I'm trying to think when I got into the Memphis artists. I think maybe like.
Was that a little like later after, like when you're getting older, that's when you kind of like found out?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what it is for a lot of people, in my opinion.
Because I didn't know it was Memphis artists like that. Like, I was just listening to whatever I already had knew. Like, I wasn't finding any new artists for a good 2 years.
You're just going off of whatever's popular right there?
Yeah. But then I found Xavier Wolf, and that's where I was like, oh, that shit just opened my eyes. I started finding everyone. I was finding Suicide Boys, Xavier Wolf, Chris Travis, Eddie Baker, Bones, all of them.
As soon as you find out about one of those guys, it opens the wormhole, dude.
Yes, I found like the whole underground. I was just like, shit, I was not ready for that.
I remember my friend, one of my friends, Kevin, he like had showed me, I think it was like Chris Travis originally, and I was like, okay, yeah, and he showed me some of like the other songs. I was like, show me Bones and all them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, these guys are actually like fires. Forget all those other guys.
That's what I was too.
I was like, these mainstream music should compare a lot of them. Yeah.
I just stopped listening to everything mainstream, and I was like, nah, bro. I'm team Sesh now. That's just how I felt at the time. But I don't know. And then I just go through weird stages of music. And then I went back to rock, but I was listening to The Neighborhood more. And then I'm trying to think where it went from there. It just depends on the mood I'm in.
You're still not back at the Johnny Cash phase?
No, I don't think I'll be back there. Every once in a while, maybe. But my music taste is like, it's diverse. It's diverse as hell. I just listen to whatever.
Who's your go-to right now?
My go-to? Honestly, probably still The Neighborhood. Like whenever I'm just at home, just doing some shit, thinking, chilling, doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna put on The Neighborhood. But like rap wise, right now it's ASAP Rocky. But it depends on, cause if I'm out somewhere, it's not gonna be any of that. It's gonna be Memphis artists, cause the energy Memphis artists bring, like, it's crazy. So I'll put on, let me think, probably some D Moolah, Casino Jizzle, some shit like that. Something that'll give me hype. But if I'm at the house, I don't really listen to that.
Yeah, you definitely have the music when you play out, when you're out with the guys and the boys.
Yeah.
Like when you're just in the car by yourself. Yeah. It's a completely different playlist you got out there.
You're right. Because if I'm by myself, I'm not listening to no hype shit. I don't feel the need for it.
You got to save the hype energy, man. Yeah,
I got to save it for times I go out. I try to go out every weekend just to see stuff, just for the experience. It gets annoying at times, though. It does.
Annoying?
Yeah. Like, sometimes people just annoy me. But, I try to be the nicest person I can possible.
I feel that one.
I'm trying to think of the first brand I honestly knew I loved. It'd probably be Supreme. Because before that, I was just wearing Polo. Like, I didn't even know it. I didn't know it was, like, designer. I just knew I liked this shit.
Yeah.
But then I found out it was designer. I came obsessed with Polo. Because it was back, like, when my sister bought me, I think it was a dress shirt. But I just thought it was cool as hell. Because I saw the price tag. But then, like, I just splurged on Polo. Like, that's all I was wearing. Probably, like, 8th grade. Polo and True Religion. But I grew out of that shit pretty quick. I think whenever I discovered new music, that's when I got a style change up. Like, shit got darker. Like, cause I don't know. I just had to switch it up. Cause it was time for it. And I don't know.
What's the most expensive purchase you bought on clothes?
Oof. Probably my YSL shoes. I shouldn't have done that.
How much were those ones?
$595. But I love those.
That's not too
shoes.
bad. I thought you were about to say something like a couple K on something.
Nah, not yet. But hey, soon. Definitely soon.
So what's been like what was your first like big purchase that you had? I know that was your biggest one. Which one was like your first big splurge? Or it felt like your big splurge?
Honestly, it was probably a Supreme shirt. It wasn't expensive. It was just hard to get. Because this is when I first found out about Supreme. And I was still in high school. And if you know anything about Supreme drops on a Thursday. And at our time, 10 a.m.
I remember me and my friend would try to hit up the drop sometimes, dude, and it would never work.
For me, I got so lucky. I went to the bathroom, and I was just camping out on the toilet, standing on that shit, so I wouldn't be seen.
Yeah.
And I got a T-shirt. I bought something else, too. I don't remember. But that was crazy to me. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I started finding out about more brands, and I kind of strayed away from Supreme. I don't really wear Supreme anymore, but I found out about, like, more expensive stuff, like, you know, Rick Owens, Ralph Simmons, Vetmonts, all the shit like that. But I haven't really got all of that stuff yet. I'm still working on it, but
you just got to slowly build a collection, dude.
Yeah, I am right now.
Dope pieces come out over time as you wait on those brands.
Exactly. And then some stuff will just always be dope, so it doesn't matter when I get it. I'm still going to get it, basically.
Do you say, like, the hype beast effect? I'll say like that. What people say is like hype beast. You know what I'm saying? Like Instagram, like if you wear this. You say, does that affect like what you post as like a fashion influencer?
Sometimes it does, because I'm not a hype beast. Yeah. But if I do dress like a hype beast, that might get me noticed by some people. Like, and then they'll start to fuck with me. And then they'll see my original style, and then they'll actually like me. Like they'll like how I dress genuinely, and away from the hype beast shit. But I don't know. Hypebeast style is different, I'll say that. It's changed a lot, too. It used to be like, you know, the ASAP Rocky style with all the Supreme...
the Supreme, the Bape, everything.
Yeah, the Bape hoodies, the BOGOs, the Jordan 1s. Now it's like some crazy... I don't even know where the Hypebeast style is going right now. At one point, it was all V-Lone. Like, that's all I was seeing was just V-Lone. And then he did some stuff, and that fell off. It keeps going.
Oh yeah, it's probably like Off-White and stuff like right now.
Yeah. Since Off-White's been dropping the furniture, and then Virgil, he's working with Louis Vuitton.
That's not good right there.
Crazy. It's crazy. So yeah.
I'm ready to see you on the cover of that drop right there. Is that?
Exactly. That's what I need to work with. That's what I'm saying. Like one day I'm gonna be in a magazine. I don't know when, but definitely. That's just a dream to me. Like Ian Connor. I look up to him a lot. That's why the revenge is in my name. Because, like, when I saw him, that was, like, the coolest shit to me. Because, like, he's ugly. Like, he's ugly as hell. He's 5'4". Yeah. But he's still done, like, crazy big modeling shows and fashion shows and everything like that. And then the Kanye West shit he did with the Yeezy. Like, that was crazy to me. So, yeah. I got noticed by him, actually. I think 2017 to 2018. So yeah, that was definitely crazy because I was like, oh, like this was my idol at the time, and I thought that shit was insane. And that also like that's something that told me that I need to keep going. But also free Ian. I hate that he's locked up, but shit happens.
Have you ever had any moments like throughout fashion where you're like, dude, I don't know if I want to keep doing this?
Yeah, I have. Like sometimes I don't feel it, but that's like with everything. Same with this modeling shit. Like, when I first started, I was thinking, I don't want to do this shit. But then again, I couldn't find anything else that made me as happy doing, like, that shit. So I came back. It's just, that's everything, though. Like, that's just life. You just go through points where you don't want to do anything, bro. Like, you get unmotivated. Yeah. But once the motivation comes back, you just go harder, honestly.
I feel that one. I feel like a lot of the times it's hard to remember that you got to work hard to, like,
yes.
In terms of, play hard and that like thing. If you like put in a lot of work now, then like you're gonna be able to have all this different stuff in the future.
You're right. And a lot of times people don't even see the hard work. They just see it like when you're famous or when you blow up, and that's a problem because people just they don't pay attention to that shit for whatever reason. But I definitely see it. Like I'm seeing everyone in Memphis working hard. Like all these fashion designers, models, photographers, music artists, regular artists, any of that. Like they're going hard. Yeah.
It's definitely harder than it's been like
all that shit.
I've only been around the scene for maybe like a year and a half, just like noticing stuff. But like from that beginning over there, it's definitely been a little, not as much as we want, but definitely more connection and like harmony. People trying to work together. Yeah. What would you say, Memphis fashion scene? Where's it going?
It's going in a good ass direction, honestly. Like a good direction, because Memphis is like it's at a good place right now. I mean, we're still violent as hell. We're still having a lot of shootings, you know, shit like that. But at the same time, we're having, like, our own little renaissance. because we're having so many artists. Like, this is the most creative people I've seen in Memphis in like since I've been here, and it's just it keeps going up and up, and everyone's supporting each other right now. Like, I don't know, I'm messing with it though. I'm definitely messing with it. But Memphis fashion is like, it's not close to like LA or, you know, London or New York or anything like that, but I think it'll go somewhere within the next 10 years. Definitely.
So you think it's definitely on like a good track?
Yeah,
right
good
now.
track.
Where's a city you would love to visit just purely for the fashion, for the clothes?
Milan, Italy.
That's a good show. I already know right there. They got some good stuff going on.
That's like, Italy has like some of the craziest, you know, the most high-end designers come from there. But then again, maybe California too, just to see, because like those two places, the style there is so different. It goes to like high-end to streetwear, and I love both, so either one of those would be fine.
Do you see yourself being a designer?
You know, actually, I used to want to design clothes, but that shit is hard. But maybe one day I'll get back into it. Because I had like my own designs drawn out, since I could always draw and shit. I've like played around with that. But it's hard, because like a lot of people I know, they don't manufacture their clothes. Like they save up and buy screen printers. Those are like $1,000+, and I didn't have money like that.
I've been trying to get like a logo on t-shirts. It's too expensive just for the screen printing, bro.
The screen printers, and then if you manufacture it, they're gonna charge you like, I've seen crazy shit like $40+ per t-shirt. And if you're selling it, and then if you're like a small brand or whatever, you can't charge $40. So
nobody's gonna buy that.
Yeah, you're losing money. So it's hard. That's why I give so much respect to like smaller fashion designers, because I see this shit. That shit's hard. So it's mad respect.
What was the first Memphis group to reach out to you?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, I don't even remember. I just remember I've been going to these creative meetups. He's Six hosted those. He's a crazy photographer, and that's where I meet like the majority of people right now. Because like, we even had a guy, I think he came all the way from Miami, Official Night Kids. He brought some of his clothes out here. It's crazy shit.
That's a lot.
Yes. So yeah, I think that's the first thing I can remember. I've been going to those for a few months now.
Which one, random question, which one's your favorite? Shoes, pants, at the top? If you're coming out with one, flex piece, you're coming out with one flex piece, everything else is just kind of basic. That's what I say.
It's going to either be like a t-shirt or shoes. Because I'm not really a sneakerhead, but I know my shoes. Okay. And like, I know what shoes I like. And I have a few like, up there shoes. But same with t-shirts. Because like, a cool ass t-shirt, you can't go wrong with that, honestly.
You're right with that.
So yeah. And like pants, I don't really care about pants that much. Just as long as they complement the rest of my outfit, I'm fine. So yeah, definitely a t-shirt or shoes.
Okay. So the YSL shoes, your most expensive ones?
Yes.
What would you say is like your biggest, like after you ever go like thrift shopping?
I do.
What's been like the biggest like heist or like haul that you got where you're like, dude, this is a thrift store? You know what I'm talking about? I got this one at the thrift store, like stuff like that.
I've gotten some crazy shit. Actually, I saw when I was in Atlanta, there's this one place, I think it's called Ragorama. Okay. They had some crazy shit there. Like, why is this here? I saw like it was probably a bootleg, but I saw some Gucci hats, all kind of shit. And it's still cool, like.
You see the Air Jordan that has like the butt crack on the back of it, you're just like,
They got all kind of shit there. It's like, you just never know where you're going to go with the thrift shop. But when I go to thrift shop, I'm honestly looking for pants, just jeans to me. I have a lot of jeans, like a lot of denim. So that's typically what I'm buying. I haven't came up on too crazy of some finds at a thrift shop, but I'm about to start going back, and I'm about to be hunting.
Bro, you ever been to like the thrift store and like you look at the jeans and they all got like those really weird patches like on the back?
Yeah, those
like,
vintage.
Or you look at the
patches.
Front, you think they're really cool, or they're like bedazzled on the outside, and the guys say
see some
like,
weird shit.
Yeah, just like really random stuff.
That's how Forever 21 is too. When you go in there, you look at the t-shirts from the side, but once you actually pull them, it's always like some weird shit, like a taco or just some weird shit, like a banana with a face on it.
And you're just like, who? What?
Like, why? And also, Forever 21, they steal a lot of stuff from smaller artists. I've been seeing that a lot. So yeah,
I didn't even know that one.
You didn't?
Uh-uh.
Nah, they're big on that, stealing. But I mean, that's just how it is, I guess. It's just a struggle.
Yeah, I saw that on I won't say the exact page, but one of my friends was trying to do something with one brand.
Yeah.
And then like send him the money for the clothes, and he did more research, and then
Yeah.
found out that they were stealing stuff from a different account thing.
Yeah.
That's a while back, but they had been doing it for so long. They had built up like a fan base of people that believed all the clothes were real, but they never bought it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking at it, I was like, what the fuck? He's like, bro, unfollow this joint.
That's happened to me before. I used to be like the face of this one brand, HTR Clothing.
Okay.
But then I found out about what the guy was doing. I think his name is Balmain Simps or something.
Mm-hmm.
He was scamming people. Like, he didn't scam me, but he would post and be like, models needed, DM me right now.
Yeah,
Then,
exactly. Just like that.
They DM him, and then he'd probably give him like a discount. He was sending me stuff for free, but he'd give them a discount or something. They'd buy it, and I think he used the discount to like keep track of it. So he just wouldn't send the stuff, and he blocked them on everything. But he was making bank off of that. And then people they would start DMing me like, "Oh, you fuck with him, bro? He's a scammer. He scammed me."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" That makes me look bad if I'm telling people to go buy your clothes and you're scamming them. Like, I can't do that. And that almost happened recently. It was like some supplement, like workout supplement company hit me up, but I found out they've been scamming people too. And I can't do
You're not trying to get scammed out that one, dude?
No. Because even if they don't scam me, if they scam someone I send to go, like, buy their stuff, I can't mess with that. It makes me look bad.
So did you have to cut ties with that one brand after, like, you found out about the scam?
I did.
Then you go and delete the
I think
photo?
I ghosted him. I think I just blocked him on everything. I didn't even feel like asking, like, hey, you be scamming people, bro? I didn't want to ask.
You just didn't want to deal with it?
Yeah, he'd probably have some weird excuse. So, no, I just blocked his ass. That was probably one of the first free things I've ever gotten to. Like, that was one of the first brand shoots I did. I still had an afro at the time, too. So that was a while ago.
Are you ever nervous about, like, buying clothes from, like, random people online? At least in the beginning, like, you're just like, dude.
Typically, I'm always nervous. Because I'm thinking, what if they're not legit? Or just, what
That's
if
what I always
something
think
goes
whenever
wrong?
I buy something online.
What if they sent it to the wrong house? I just be thinking about shit. But now, I'm starting to cool now. Like, I've gotten used to it now. So, it's definitely a lot cooler.
Now that you've, like, established yourself there, you're kind of like, they know what they're getting. And if they start messing up, I'll send the Zach thing after them.
Exactly. Because, I mean, a lot of times they pay me, too. So, I mean, that's on them. That's all on them. As long as I'm good.
That'd be funny, bro. They scam you, don't send no clothes, but they still send you money already.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I like working with people who don't live here, too. That's definitely cool. Because, like, of course, no one's going to know them because they don't live here. Yeah. But once I put them on and just more people find out about them, I love that shit. Like, that's so cool to me how that works.
So you'll see, like, the followed by no one you know. Then, like, after you post, it's, like, followed by 10 others or something like that.
Yeah, because it shows you the names. You can look at everyone who follows them. So I like to do that. So, yeah, I'm just trying to branch my name out more and work with more and more, like, global brands. I'm still keeping it in the U.S. of now because shipping is fucking expensive. So yeah, I'm definitely doing that more.
Dude, how'd you get your name, Zaddyzacksrevenge?
You know, at first I had some ugly shit. But then I also had another account that my family followed me on. The name was Coonish, and I don't know. I evolved from that to then I had Zaddyzack666.
Did you make a new page because your family followed you?
Yeah, I did. I did. I blocked them because I didn't want them seeing this shit. So then I had Zaddyzack666, but then I changed that because I didn't want to roll with that anymore. It was just ugly to me. And then Zaddyzack was taken, so I was like, oh fuck it. And I was just thinking about N Connor, so I put the revenge on the end, and that was probably like mid ninth grade. Mid ninth grade. I changed it to that.
Oh, so it stuck for a while.
Yeah, it has. I've thought about changing it, but then again, I don't want to.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I've built it up now, so what's the point?
So you kind of feel like if you change it, then you just got to rebuild it all back up?
Yes, I'm going to have to rebuild it up. Even though I still have the following, I still have, like, you know, what I have, but...
Just the name people see.
I just feel like it would be different if I change it. Like... People have probably just know me by my name sometimes. And one day they go to look for it and it's not there.
Yeah, then it's like, what?
Yeah, that's what
he's gone, I guess.
He's gone.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think I'll change it anytime soon.
Do you have any idea what you would if you did? Like, if you thought about it?
Probably my real name, Zachariah Shepard. But maybe backwards, so Shepard Zachariah. I thought about that. I just didn't do it. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day. Like, say if I was, like, super big, I wouldn't want to have my name as Zaddyzack's Revenge at, like, an award show.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Just shit like that. But maybe one day. Who knows?
You never know what the world's gonna hold for you.
That's what I'm saying. So I just don't know. Yeah, we used to get the police called on us. We tase each other, get chased by dogs, jump out of windows.
What's the craziest story y'all two have together?
Man, shit. Oh. Alright, so it was this kid on the bus. This was back in high school, obviously. And there was this one kid on the bus. And he was talking crazy to me. And I was like, oh, alright, bitch. Alright, it's like that. And then he just kept talking. So we all, as a group, went to his house. But he called the police on us. So the police come and everyone, as soon as we see police, of course, or her calling the police, his mom came outside with him. Yeah. Like, it was a setup to me. So they called the police on
the mom, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, shit. I just thought it was going to end there.
You thought he was on the Hot Boy shit, huh?
Yeah, you thought it was tough or some shit. So, you weren't there that day, right? That was the one day he probably didn't come out. And then I went home. I was like, oh, fuck this. They called police. Yeah. But then I remember I told him my address because he was supposed to come to my house, but he never showed. But I realized what he was doing. They sent the police to my house. They sent 6 big-ass police vans. You know, like the SUVs? Yeah. They sent those to come get me, bro.
Bro, wouldn't they think you were strapped up when they found the 6?
I don't know. But they came to my door. I was playing Roblox, bro, on the laptop. I was on a racing game. I just heard, police, open up. Yeah. Loud as hell. And I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
You're like, shit, I gotta pause. All right.
Yes. So, yeah. But they were cool, though. I just talked to them. I was like, oh, I wasn't even gonna fight little bro. And I don't know if I wasn't, but, you know, I just had to tell them that. So they left me alone. I didn't get charged with anything because I talked to the mom, too, because she was going to press charges for assault and I think something else. But I convinced her because, you know, I just got it like that. And then somehow the neighborhood found out. I guess the police went around and everybody was asking, like, y'all hear about that boy who almost got attacked? I was like, nah, bro, it's not like that. And then at school, too. The principal, he called me to his office. He was like, I heard you trying to beat up little boys. I'm like, bro.
You're like, chill.
Chill. I'm innocent as of now, bro.
As of now.
And then I'm trying to think of some other crazy shit. We've climbed on top of a church, too.
How big was this church?
It was not that big.
You're just like, it's Bellevue.
Yeah. Let's just climb it. But then I had a photo shoot there. But the last time I had a photo shoot, the one time I'm not doing anything, the dude pulls up and he was about to call the police on us. And I was like, what?
Dang.
I know. But
so you're doing a photo shoot on top of the church?
No, I was just chilling like in the trees near the church.
Okay.
But it's like the one time I'm actually not doing something, he's about to call the police on us.
Yeah. Because
we've done some crazy shit at the church. It was actually an abandoned house back behind the church. We used to go in there and just, did you ever go with us?
I think I went like once.
You know, I Hate You or whatever?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it was me and him. He was living with me at the time. And we broke into that shit. And he was scaring us though. He was throwing some fucking golf balls. And he had a mirror. And we thought it was haunted.
Yeah.
And then he found like a bullet shell. And he was just scaring the shit out of us. Like, we were about to freak out. I think it was a random ass guy he had kind of ride with. It was just the 3 of us, and we were in there.
You're just like, nah, I'm not trying to have this be my last day.
Me and I Hate You, we've been through some shit. We got, I think, this was about 10th grade. Mm. He had like a little girlfriend at the time, and she was in Germantown. And somehow he convinced me to go with him out there. Me and Mason. So we went all the way out there. Dylan's parents dropped us off. But the problem was they were deaf. And they were talking bad about us. But we didn't know because it was sign language. But then they start yelling. They told us to get out. So we just get dropped off. And we were stranded. So we ended up at Dylan's house somehow. Okay. So that's where we ended up. But we had curfews. Because this was only 10th grade, right?
Yeah.
So we had
so you got to be back in time.
We had to be back. But it was already past Mason's curfew, so we already knew he was fucked. But then we still had to get home, though.
Yeah.
So we ended up walking on the highway home. But then the police, it was like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So the police stopped us. And we're all young, so they make us get in the car. So yeah, the police had to go to each person's house, wake their parents up. I mean, we didn't get in trouble by the police, but our parents thought otherwise.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit ended pretty bad, and it was not worth it.
Dude, you were talking about the abandoned house out in Arlington. Me and some of my friends, like, that's where I went to school.
Yeah.
I finished up there. I went there my last 2 years. But me and my friends, there's like nothing to do out there at all.
Yeah.
There's like 4 restaurants and then like a bank and like a Kroger. That's it. Dude, so we would like find to spend time where we like just go out to like random like fields or like not fields but like forests or like find abandoned places.
Yeah.
And explore. So we found like a bunch of abandoned houses out in Arlington. And we found like homeless people out living in the joint.
Oh shit.
So we went to the same place like 3 times, and then one of my friends, Caden, he was in the house. He went to the other side of it, and then while we're all on one side, we didn't notice he like disappeared from the rest of us because he went in the back and just starts like throwing stuff on the other side and like screams real quick. So we all thought, yeah, exactly what you said. We thought somebody's in the house, and we started sprinting out, dude. And we were like recording in the place. I got the camera. I'm like jumping out.
Was
like,
it nighttime or daytime?
Dude, it was like the sunset and like
That's
that type
exactly
of thing.
when ours was. That made it even scarier to me. Because by the time we were freaked the fuck out, it was nighttime. It was dark, bro.
And you're just like, no, I'm trying to go now.
And it was cold, too. So
Yeah.
that just added to it.
Bro, I don't like the friends when they be doing this stuff like that. It's like,
Me
y'all can't be playing with me like that,
Me
alright?
neither. But, you know, that's just how it is. It was always fun, though.
Mhm.
Like, at the time, maybe it wasn't fun, but
When you
looking
look back
back
at
on
it.
it, yes, that shit was amazing. I miss that type of shit. But, you know, that's just a part of growing up.
Mm.
But I know I still have a lot of fun stuff going on soon. Like, I went to the indie film. It was a festival, but it was like
Okay.
for the youth. That was like probably one of the most fun days I've had in years.
So what were you doing there? I remember seeing that on your Instagram. You had like the fancy badge and
Oh
everything.
yeah. My friend Ryan Garcia invited me. He had a short film that was there. It was like a competition, so he invited me. And I was like, alright, I'll just see what's going on. And then we got there. And then, you know, the Bluff City Law.
Yeah.
Caitlin McGee was there from the show. And she was just
So one of
talking
your
to us.
co-stars?
Yeah, basically. I met her. That was the first time I met her.
Mm.
She was just talking to us, motivating us,
That's
telling
cool.
us what to do and whatnot. But it was individual like workshops at the festival for like screenwriting, acting, music, beat making, everything
Awesome.
like that. But you know, I'm not into music like that, so I went to all the acting classes. I picked up a few things. I did an acting class there. We did a little experiment, and it was just cool. We met a bunch of people. We
That's
ate
pretty
good
cool.
food. That shit was crazy.
So you were learning networking though?
Yes, I was definitely. I met a real cool photographer.
That's cool.
But I haven't tried to reach out to him yet, but maybe one day. So yeah, that was the first time I met her. The second time was at dinner after we had finished shooting that day.
Okay.
And it was crazy. Like, I didn't think I'd see her there. And it was fun though.
Did you know who she was beforehand?
Beforehand, I did not until the show came out. And I just thought she was cool as hell.
Mhm.
It's like, she told us the struggle story she had coming up. Because she's like in her mid-20s, but she's been doing acting for years.
I got you.
But this is like her first big thing that people know her for.
Mhm.
Like she's the main star of the show.
Yeah,
So
oh, that's what's up.
so yeah, and she just gave us advice, and that shit was helpful for real. And ever since then, I got back into acting. Cause I mean, I've always wanted to do acting, but it's like, I don't know, I just go through times where
That kind of just
I don't
like
want
help
to.
you push you back into it a
Yeah,
little bit.
that definitely puts me back hearing her speak.
I feel you. Yeah, there's times where I feel like definitely that where like I don't want to go and record something.
Yeah.
On a day like that, I feel that 100%.
But that's why I'm glad I do so many different things.
Yeah.
Because if I don't want to model one day, I can just go draw something.
Just switch it up.
Yeah, or I could go out and vlog that day. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I have more than one thing I do.
Whenever you're drawing, is it just straight from like you're just thinking of stuff, or is it like you're looking at something usually?
It depends. Sometimes it's like abstract. I'll just think of like something I think will look cool, and I'll just draw it to see how it looks. Or like I'll go through phases of where I look up to people like, you know, Lana Del Rey or Jesse Rutherford from the neighborhood, or I'll draw them, or I'll just doodle some shit.
I got you.
Like, you know, abstract. So yeah, because I grew up. I'm trying to think, what was I drawing when I was growing up? I started art like real young. I was painting back in the 3rd grade.
Inside the line since day one.
Yeah, basically. But I was painting like dogs and cats, like real basic shit. But then I started moving up. And I know I could be a lot better. It's just, do I really want to focus on this right now?
I feel.
So yeah. But I think one day I'm just going to branch my art out and see where I could do it there. Like maybe I could collab with a fashion designer, you know? And draw something for them, get it on the t-shirt, something like that.
And then you model the t-shirt?
See, wouldn't that be amazing? That's what I'm talking about.
You had a whole cycle going on with it?
Yeah, so yeah. Same with photography. Like, as of right now, I don't want to, but I could get back into that. And I could really just be doing everything at that point.
Exactly. I feel like, yeah, definitely if you're able to get your hand in all the different aspects that you're just trying to do for your thing, that you just are able to do it a lot more efficiently. If that makes sense? Like, you know what you want because you've been on the photography camera, you know what you want.
Exactly. Like, I've experimented with everything, so I just know. I made a song before, too. I can't find it anywhere.
I'm going to say, dude, we need that gym out there.
It was horrible, but I just wanted to see, could I? I mean, I made it, and it was horrible. I had just got into the 9th grade. I hate you. We've been cool since like I was in the 7th grade. He was in the 8th.
How'd y'all meet each other?
Man, we met through a skateboard. I bought one of his friend's skateboard, but he kind of scammed me out of it though. It's like his friend's name was Caleb too. Yeah. But other Caleb told me it was like a super rare deck, and I was like, oh, for real? Yeah. I'm gonna get this. But then I hate you. He's the one like who brought the skateboard to school, and I bought it from him. And then the other dude, he ran off basically, and I still needed parts from him. And then ever since, me and him, we were messaging on Facebook, and then we just got cool. That's how you know we've been cool. If he was on Facebook.
Back on Facebook.
Yeah. And then he told me he was gonna start music, and I thought about it too. But then I realized I didn't want to do music because this was like probably in the 9th and 10th grade, between that summer probably. And then he started doing his thing, and I just watched him. And we watched like a lot of people come and go, because his house used to be the spot in Millington where everyone would just come and be wild. But at the same time, he had like his own little studio set up there, so he was making music. All kind of crazy shit was going on. And that's when I was doing photography. I'd take pictures of all of them. He'd do music. Cool. A bunch of shit was going on. But then shit just happened. So his house, like, I don't know.
It wasn't the party house.
Yeah, it wasn't. He moved out of there. He was just around. And I've still been in Millington for all this time. So yeah, that's how that went. So yeah. But maybe one day I'll make another song. I doubt it, but yeah.
You don't go out to Denver and visit?
Man, he asked me about it. I don't know how I feel about Denver. Like, what's out in Denver besides weed?
I'm gonna say that's what I've said, because one of my friends like said he was trying to move back there like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't know what's out there. That's what I've said.
But the thing about me, I don't smoke or drink.
Oh, so like the one big trademark of Denver is not even for you.
So what am I gonna do? Snowboard or something? Maybe. Maybe one day I'll go out there. Just because. Just to
see
visit.
What it is?
Yeah, just to visit.
You got a lot better, I'll say, eye candy of landscape out there.
You do. It'd be a lot of cool pictures. But I don't know how the creative scene is out there.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering as well.
That was the first thing I was thinking. Because he was like, hey bro, come visit. You and Elijah and them, come visit. And I was like, no. That was my first thought. But then I was like, maybe.
They'll come up to Denver, throw a show like AAC.
Yeah, they said throw a show out here. But I was thinking, do they care about that in Denver? Like, I feel like they're all just gassing up somewhere, not going to any shows. But maybe one day. I guess I'll just see.
You got anything else to say, Zach? We're at 1 hour.
Man, I'm good.
All right, man. Yeah, I appreciate you for coming through, amigo.
Appreciate you, too.